Tim, how's it going?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're here
at our booth.
Yeah, you guys are showing off Massive Chalice and Gang Beasts, which just became available today.
Yeah, by Bone Loaf. It's one of our DoubleLine Presents games.
Right.
First time we've ever shown like a DoubleLine Presents game. No, we showed a little Scapegoat last time and some Last Life, but now you can come play the game that it's out today.
Great. So you guys are sort of, I mean, with DoubleLine Presents, you're sort of taking on this like small publisher role. Can you talk about how that came about and what your plans are for it in the future?
Yeah, we started DoubleLine Presents just because we realized that even though we were still making small indie games, we had been doing a lot of things for a long time and had been through like the AAA process, and so we knew a lot about the cycles of how you get excitement about a game, get the word out, get it, who to contact at the various portals to get it distributed. And we thought we could help other indies who have not been through that process, get in touch with the right people, and it wouldn't be something where we'd have to like fund their whole project and therefore own it and take all the money and all that stuff. Just a lot lighter touch where we're just helping them, and it's turned out really great. It's really been just being associated with these great games is really fun for us, and getting to play them, and so it's just been really a lot of fun. I think a lot of benefit for everybody.
Yeah. So
us included.
Great. So as a player and as someone who has a stake in this industry, do you feel like there are like an unusual or an overwhelming amount of games available right now?
I do have a lot of games in my backlog and my pile of shame that is building up. There are a lot of games, but the good ones always kind of poke through and grab your attention and make you play them somehow.
Yeah.
So, and also, a lot of the games that are coming out, there's not a ton of like 90-hour huge games coming out. I'm really enjoying Hohokam right now, but I don't think it's going to be super long experience. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't opened up the second world.
Perhaps not. Yeah.
But there are a lot of games where you can just kind of touch them, experience the art of it, and move on.
Yeah, so you guys have been around for 14 years now, since 2000.
14 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're sort of have this publishing role through DoubleLine Presents. Sort of an interesting internal game jam. What do you think it means to be indie right now in 2014? Do you guys consider yourself an indie studio?
It's always been such a loaded word for a lot of people, and indie means, for some people it's about ownership of the studio, and some people it's about the aesthetic or the motive behind the game or the makers, or sometimes it just seems like it's a club. But I think to me, indie has always meant that there is a large machine that makes a lot of the entertainment that you experience, whether it's the studios in Hollywood or big game publishers. There's a machine that makes them, and a lot of people feel that machine has a corrupting influence on the art of the creative work being made. And I think just making a game outside of that machine is, to me, what being independent really means.
Yeah.
And that's the most important part of it to me, because I feel like you're then getting something that is different because it's been made outside of those influences.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see someone like Activision bring back like the Sierra label as sort of their indie experimentation franchise. I mean, it's good to see them pursuing it, but it's also they're sort of co-opting an old brand and bringing it back.
Well, it does seem like a lot of publishers have recognized the kind of boom in the indie space, and they're like, how can I get some of that? And so that may work or may not work, but I'm glad to see people seeing value in those smaller games.
Sure. So let's talk about Gang Beasts. Where do you think this sort of rise of couch co-op competitive same-screen games came about?
Couches. Once the invention of couches came along, those kind of games are. Well, I think people are playing games a lot socially. I think there's a lot of. At least when I started playing games, it was a very solitary event. You'd sit there, at home, playing through these games, and I think people playing them online is. I mean, I was doing it like a long time. It was a long time ago. Probably a different experience than me. But it just seems that people are nowadays just gamers are more social, I think, and they like to get together and play these games. And when you watch them play, you just can't help but, they're entertaining to watch being played. You know what I mean? They're like, people watch them on YouTube and people watch them live, and people start screaming, and they're just really fun. I think Gang Beasts is especially ridiculous and fun in that it seems really brutal in a lot of ways, but it also seems really friendly in that there's these cute little puff boys, grabbing each other, but then throwing each other off ledges.
Yeah, there's some inherent absurdity that sort of diffuses the competition, right?
Yeah, it's pretty absurd.
You got Ragdoll in there.
Yeah. And it lets you also do things that are, I mean, there's things that are, if you think about it, were kind of gruesome going on in that game, but they seem fine.
Yeah, it's like Looney Tunes or something, right?
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for talking with us. So we're giving away this cool laptop. I'd like to have you sign.
You're giving me a laptop?
Right.
That's so exciting.
Well, you get to hold it for a moment.
Thank you so much. I don't know what I've done to deserve this.
Well, yeah, we want to put your fancy signature on it for someone excited. It's
like a
happy
fancy gaming machine.
I know.
Wait, who's that?
That's Chris Roberts. I know. So you can just cross him out if you want.
How many more people are going to sign it? A lot, right?
You're fine, yeah.
So I shouldn't take up the whole space.
Yeah.
This is my laptop. If found, return to Tim Schafer. All right.
We'll add a sticker. Cool.